Are you a creator who is stuck on a hamster wheel, creating more and more content for yourself or for clients every month without actually making any money from your own community? Then I got you. Creating a recurring membership community is one of the most sustainable ways to actually scale and get recurring revenue while building a loyal community. That's exactly why I decided to launch the Elite Social Society in October in partnership with Uscreen. Today, I'm showing you the full behind the scenes, what actually went into building a membership like this with Uscreen. Hey, my name is Milou and I own a multi-six-figure social media agency, and I now help social media managers do the same. If you want to know how to launch a membership community within 6 weeks, then make sure you also download the free guide that comes with this video. Now, let's dive in. The first thing you need to plan your membership is to really define and find your North Star. By North Star, I mean your target audience, your ideal member, and knowing who you're creating this membership for. Similarly to when you create a social media strategy, you always want to start with the target audience so that you can build out the strategy or membership in this case from there. And so if you as a creator or social media manager create a membership, you need to know whether it's for other social media managers, is it for business owners, is it for content creators? And from there on, you can dive deeper into what level are they at, what types of things will you be teaching, etc. But you need to know all of that before you can start planning, building out the content, and all of that good stuff. Now, along with target audience comes pricing. It's the number one thing that a lot of people struggle with when it comes to a membership. And even for myself, I didn't find it easy to come up with a price. So a couple of tips I can give you here to define your membership rate and price is first to do some research. Again, as you define who your audience is, you can look at similar membership that competitors, quote unquote competitors in your industry have. What are they charging? What do they get for that membership fee? And how does your membership compare to that? Or what sets you apart? So from this, I had a starting point of wanting to charge at least $49 a month, but considering that my membership is not for the ultra beginners of people that still need clients, I actually decided to go with an early bird member price for $79 a month, especially considering I am building a membership that constantly has new content coming in on Uscreen, and it comes along with an app. So you get access to a membership as well as an app in the App Store that all members can access and watch trainings all the time, as well as get access to me. Now, if you want an exact formula to really calculate based on your goals, you can do that as well. Now, if you want to do it that way, you want to know for yourself, what is my sales goal? So let's say for myself, I would want to replace one client, one $5,000 retainer client with my membership instead. Now, in order to do that, I would have to work backwards and see how many members would I need to bring on in order to make that $5,000. So let's say I want to charge the $79 a month. My goal is to hit $5,000 of membership income. Then I would divide that by my $79, and that would mean I would have to bring in 63 or 64 members at this point. Now, knowing that, you want to go back to your entire audience. So your entire audience would consist of your social media audience, but as well as your email marketing audience. So this will give you a potential lead pool. So let's say I have 60,000 followers on Instagram. I have another 15,000 subscribers on my email list. So that brings me at 75,000 people. Let's just go with that. I have other channels as well, but I have potentially 75,000 people in my audience. Now, first of all, that doesn't mean everyone is eligible, and I will have a lot of beginners or non-social media managers in my audience. But if we take that 75,000 member pool or lead pool that I have, you can then calculate how many members you would potentially convert. So 75,000 people, let's say half of the 75,000 are actual social media managers that would be a potential lead. To make it more realistic, that would be 37,000 people Now, there's an average conversion between 1 and 5%. So if I take 2.5%, I would have a potential leads of over 900 people. So again, you can do the math and see whether it's realistic to hit that goal. And from there on, let's say you don't have enough potential leads in your audience, like myself with the audience I've built, what you can do is you can make the membership fee either higher so that you need less leads but more qualified people. But that is really how you can determine the price and see whether you can actually hit that goal that you set for yourself. So here for myself, you can kind of see how I define my audience as I worked with a marketing business coach who helped me define and position my offer and who it would actually be for. So again, number one thing is defining your audience so that you can frame everything of this membership around this one person. The second thing you will need to start a membership is to start a content library. Especially if you're building out a video membership with Uscreen, you need video content. Now, I'm already used to the habit of creating content for you guys here on YouTube, which is long form video content. But if you're doing a membership, you need to have consistently new content. But you can create that a couple of months in advance. So you want to build up that content library for your membership so that you have enough content ahead of time to drop to your members, because the great thing about it, it is recurring for the member, but you do need to nurture them and make sure they want to stay in the membership by constantly providing them with more value. Now, also for myself, to be honest, especially in the beginning, I was way overthinking the video content, even though I create content like this for YouTube all the time. But it's actually a lot easier than you think, because you don't always have to do talk to camera, right? Not everyone wants to see me talk to them or at them every single day to learn stuff, but instead you can switch it up by creating presentation slides that you do screen recordings of. You can do screen recordings of your processes, of behind the scenes, of doing the actual work to teach other people. And that is the actual stuff people want to see, not necessarily see you talk and explain stuff, but demonstrating stuff that you actually do so that they can mimic that and learn from you. So here are some of those decks I created where I'm doing a voiceover with a Loom screen recording that is very efficient for me to get through membership content and build out this library. By the way, if you're still using Canva to create slides like these, then make sure you check out Adobe Express, and I have an entire video on this, on how I create content using Adobe Express. Now, as a creator myself, I know how overwhelming it is to constantly be creating content and be stuck on that hamster wheel. There are so many things you can do when you have built a personal brand or you are a creator, such as brand deals, affiliate marketing, and all of that stuff. But I promise you owe it to yourself to create a video membership to actually make recurring money while providing value to your audience, because you are already creating content for them. And Uscreen really is that all-in-one membership that helps you turn this content into a profitable membership. So you can stop juggling all these different platforms and use one all-in-one tool like Uscreen to make money, build a community, and provide value. So stop spending all your time on clients or building, a YouTube channel and other social media channels, and start to actually monetize your content by signing up for a free trial with Uscreen. Now, the third thing you need to launch a membership is a launch plan. Now, you have all the steps we've prior talked about. You know your audience, you want to launch a membership, you are ready to do so, yay, but what's next? And so that's where a launch plan comes in. You need to warm up your audience before you even launch to them, and you don't just want to go into it without a plan, similar to social media strategy. So if you know you are launching a membership sometime soon, the very first thing you want to do is something as simple as a wait list. This will give you an idea of who's even interested in your membership. If you're on the right path, you can potentially already get some feedback from people. So that is a great way to start. So a launch plan is anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks where you're warming up the audience, getting them into the right mindset to join your membership, and promoting on why they should really join the membership in order to solve their problems. So what I did for my membership, if you haven't taken the quiz yet or seen it on my social media channel, channels is I created a lead generation quiz that would help social media managers define what's stopping them attracting high-paying clients. So I did this inside of Try Interact, and so this was my lead generator to bring more people in that are interested outside of the wait list that I then took off. And so after that quiz, they would get an actual result on what they're missing. Now my whole membership is built out on the 3 results they could potentially get that I'm teaching them on how to nail that in order to become an elite social media manager that meets all 3. So from there on, they go into a funnel where they get their results, and if you took the quiz, you should have received all of that good stuff. And I even created a private podcast for them to listen to hear me talk about those things and the problems they're having. Now from there on, they got invited into a free live masterclass that is happening in October, and you can still sign up for as this video comes out. And that will be my event where I can explain everything that they need, give them a bunch of value for free, and offer only these exclusive people a special prize to the Elite Social Society. And so you can see how this launch plan actually does take 4 to 6 weeks, because you need to build up and warm up your audience, bring them into your funnel, give yourself enough time to bring people into the funnel, and then eventually convert before it goes out to the public. If you're thinking about launching a membership, then don't forget to download the free guide on how to launch your membership in 6 weeks with Uscreen. The final step you need to launch your membership is to think long term. Launching a membership is by no means easy, especially if you're very serious about it and want this to be a long-term thing. You need to be in that long-term mindset. Launching a membership and building it and putting it out to the world isn't set in stone. It's really ever evolving, and those very first members, the founding members, they really serve as the beta member, right? And will let you know what they want more of, what they like, what they maybe didn't like, what could be better. And so you can really frame and evolve, improve the membership around those members now that you have real feedback from them. Now, another thing when we're thinking about long-term and you're building on Uscreen is that I'm launching my membership alongside with an app that comes in the App Store. So this really sets me apart. I don't know anyone that is building something like me and has an actual app in the App Store coming along with it. So that positions me in a unique way on top of aligning it with the price I want to charge, because it comes with an app in the App Store, unlike other memberships. And so if that's something you want to do, you want to think long term on what that looks like. Do you want to use an app for Uscreen, or do you just want to build the membership? What type of features do you need? What does that look like? How many launches are you gonna do? Do you launch once a year? Is it always open? All of those things is thinking long term. The thing with memberships that's great is the recurring revenue, but at the same time, the hardest part is retaining members. Just like retaining clients that are on a retainer with you for social services or creative services, you need to retain members and keep them happy, nurture them, provide value. And so things that I'm looking at and thinking long term about is having newsletters that are specifically for members, that provides them with updates that are happening, that keeps them in the loop. How do I nurture those that fall off, get feedback from them? So it's all of these things that, again, you need to take into consideration, because once you launch the membership, it's not all said and done, right? You need to continue to evolve the membership, take in feedback, and adjust from there. Now, I hope you found this video helpful. I tried to share all the behind the scenes from me launching my actual membership that opens in October. I hope for you to join the Elite Social Society in October. And if you're looking to launch your own membership on Uscreen, just like I did, then make sure you download their free guide on how to launch a membership in 6 weeks. I will see you in next week's video.